it is holding up my frame. So that's the first thing that I've done. Do this all one-handed to where I can videotape it and do it. Probably a little difficult because I do need to swing the shock in a little bit. And as it was releasing. Alrighty, y'all, back to you with another video. This is for the 2012 GMC Sierra 1500. This is going to be for the rear shocks. As you can see, I have my jack stand. It is holding up my frame, so that's the first thing that I've done. Well, I got the front wheels chalked as well. You definitely want to chalk the front wheels because as you lift up the rear end of the car, there's nothing to stop the car from moving. So my front tires, you can see I got a block. I got blocks in front of both of my front tires, and my frame is being held up by my jack stand on my driver's side. And then I have my jack holding up my rear end to take the pressure off of the rear shock a little bit, and that is so I can release the pressure off of this. It's not sagging down. I'm just taking a little bit of pressure off, and I'm gonna need a 21 millimeter. So I'm gonna use a 21 millimeter deep socket on this end, and I'm gonna use a 21 millimeter on this end, and then you have a 21 millimeter up top up here as well on the top part, as you can see right there. So you're gonna want to loosen that top, and you're gonna want to loosen this bottom. You know, just pull this bolt out. Same thing up top. Up top, you don't have to worry about the nut. So you just simply slide the bolt out. Reinstall your new ones and put everything back together, which I'm going to show y'all that in a second. And you want to, after you're done reinstalling everything, you want to torque it down to 85 foot-pounds on this one, and 85 foot-pounds on the one up here. So I mean, it's maybe not 100% crucial, but you know, they give you torque specs for a reason. So we are going to apply those torque specs to everything we're doing here. Alright, let me go ahead and show y'all how to do that. Alrighty, so the new one's in. I got the bolt in. It's not tight, it's just hand tight right now. I did struggle a little bit just to get it into the slot up top, but that's just because obviously, you know, when you tighten it up, you know, it compresses these two sides on the shock mount itself. So that's what made it a little bit more difficult for me to get this newer shock in, since it had a little bit of a wider head on it. But it was, I mean, just had to push it a little bit and got it in there. And like I said, I threaded the bolt through at the top, so the top bolt is threaded through. It's snug down my hand, and as you can see, I've left the strap, the little strap that comes with them from factory. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut the strap, and as the shock's releasing down, I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to slide the bolt through it as the shock is releasing. I don't know if I can do this all one-handed to where I can videotape it and do it. It's probably a little difficult because I do need to swing the shock in a little bit to be able to align it. But that is the thought behind it, is just leave this strap, cut it as the shock is releasing, hopefully not too fast. I can align it here and get the bolt through at the same time. Alrighty, so both of the shocks are in. Tighten down to 85 foot-pound torque. I was able to cut the strap, and as it was releasing, catch the bolt through both of them. It was pretty easy, and obviously I didn't really need to lift up the rear end. I figured that out on the other side. It came out pretty easy without having to do any lifting on the rear end, so I went ahead and got my jack out of the way. And I was able just to undo it here and up top on the other side and get it out. Like I said, stick the top one up first. Make sure you insert that in first, run the bolt through it. This will let this swing freely, and then like I said, if you cut the strap as the shock is coming down, as it's releasing, you're able to align the hole for the shock mount and the hole for this, and you're able to run your bolt through it. So once you get your bolt through it, you know, you put your nut on it, and like I said, tighten it down. It's 85 foot-pounds torque spec for both the bottom and the top. Alrighty, y'all. Hopefully this video was helpful, educational. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Alright, y'all have a blessed day.